How are you guys doing today? I'm going to be showing you how to exploit the TryHackMe box called Blueprint. And I'm going to be showing you what to do on port 80 for the exploit. So you go to OCommerce 2.3.4. You can also search that on SearchBloit. So do SearchBloit OCommerce 2.3.4. And the first exploit I'm going to be showing you today is the arbitrary file upload. And if you want to copy that, you do copy / user share exploit. Uh, so for some reason I couldn't figure out how to use this exploit right here, 44374.py. That requires a long payload, and then I'm gonna be showing how to use this exploit next, the remote code execution. The first one is the arbitrary file upload. So 43191. So we come here, go to catalog, and then after you go to the catalog directory, you can come to go back to your terminal and run a GoBuster. So basically you want to do the /catalog on your IP address, and then you're going to find the /install directory. When you come to the /install directory, you press start, and you go to username, set the username as root, set the database name as OCommerce, press continue. This is going to take a while to load. So we go back to our terminal, and while we're waiting, we can create our show, a web show. So you want to create a file called shell.php, and you input this pass-through command, this PHP pass-through command. You can find this on this Gitbooks, and it shows some PHP web shell commands that you can use. We're going to be using this one, the pass-through command, to get a command prompt on the web show. Now let's see if this page loaded yet. Still waiting. And while we're waiting, we can create our MSF Venom payload. So we do MSF Venom-P web shell reverse TCP, and then you set your L host, and the L port is the port that you're gonna set your netcat scan to, and they do a -f exe, and this is the name of the file, which is show.exe for your payload. And our web page is just loaded. So when you get to this page, you press continue, and then when you get here, go to the administrator name, and you set it to admin, and then you set the administrator password to admin, and now it's finished. So now we do Python, and then you set the exploit, but you want to do shell.php, and you set this to your IP address. Then you press enter, and this will send off a web show. So you click on this, and on this page it actually shows you um how you can get the how you can actually use the web show. So you do question mark CMD, and then you enter the command that you want to use. So you can do print working directory, or you can do OMI. And we are NT authority system. So now come back to the terminal, and we set the netcat listener. And now what we want to do is we want to upload that MSFM Venom payload that we created. So we changed the PHP to the exe, which is the name that we created for the MSF Venom payload. Press enter. And for our MSF Venom payload, we set the L port to 443, and that's what we set our netcat listener to. So now we come up here. Instead of who am I, we want to execute the shell.exe. And we call it the reverse shell. So now we're going to do system info. Waiting for this. After this, we're going to be using Mimikatz. And you can download Mimikatz from here, from Parrotset. So the system info information is loaded, and we see that the system type is a base 686 PC. So we will need Mimikatz Win32 version. Okay, come here, you can press download. So now we will be running that exploit again, and instead of show.exe, you want to put Mimikatz, and make sure it's the Win32 version for base 86. So now you come over here to your shell. And we can now see that Mimikatz is loaded. So then we're gonna execute Mimikatz. Now we're gonna do LSA dump. Sam, the hash for the administrator. You can go to crackstation.com. I actually made a mistake there, guys. So you want to grab the hash NTLM hash for the lab user. Copy this, and then you can come to crackstation.net. You input it here, and then you press I'm not a robot, and then crack hashes, and it'll tell you right here. Now for the root.txt, press exit, and then you can change directory to the users, cd administrator, and then you type more, and this command will get you the root.txt. So for this second exploit, we're gonna be using this exploit from this guy, which can be found on SearchBloit. So it's going to be a remote code execution number 2. So copy. User share. Then you want to copy that one. And then from here, I like to use gedit and 05. So from here, I looked at the author's name, which is basically author Brian, and then I copied this. I went to Google, and I just searched it up. I also include GitHub. And you will find this page, and from here it shows you how to use the exploit. But basically, at the catalogs install page, let's go back to our terminal, and make sure it's the same as his. So Python 3, it's using Python 3, and HTTP all commerce at the catalog subdirectory. I copied my exploit directly from his page. You can find that right here, and then you can copy this and go to raw. You can copy this, and then I just used the same name as him, and then I use gedit, then I input the same name as his, and you can just paste that into here, the raw text from the web page. So you can copy this and then paste it in here. And now you can run the exploit. You get this. So this is basically, you have a show on this subdirectory, and this page shows you how to get the system hashes and SAM files, and from here you can see what's on the configuration file, configure.php, And you can also go to this subdirectory, so installs includes. And we're gonna paste in the same command from here. So execution dumping the registry hives requested from the hash extraction. And I'm gonna copy this as well. So from here, you can see the SAM files and the system file that we just uploaded. So we just ran those commands to upload the system file and the SAM file. So from there, you can download these files by clicking on them, and you save them. And now you wait for them to download. Now after you download the SAM files, you want to do SAM dump system and SAM. So these are the two name of the files that we just downloaded. And you use SAM dump 2. And now you get this. Now looking back at our limited show, you have to use a one-liner command in order to get the root.text for the machine.